We've got a 2-for-1 video today. I will be reviewing these pickles, and I also have this Dr. Pepper. What do these two seemingly unrelated products have in common? Stay tuned. Hello, goblins and goblinettes. Welcome back to another edition of Destined to be Goblin. Destined Goblin here. This is where I will try a food product of some kind, maybe something you didn't even know existed, and I will decide whether or not I should give it my Destined Goblin seal of approval. Okay, we've got a couple of things going on today, so we will get right to it. Now, the second part of this video is actually going to be a drink review. Usually, I would have Peter Columbus handle all of my drink reviews, and that was what I wanted to do here, except I can't find Peter Columbus. So we are looking for him. Apparently, nobody noticed that he wasn't on the bus when we left West Virginia. So we are looking for Peter Columbus. Stay tuned for more developments on that. As I find out any information, I will let you know what is going on. But in the meantime, we will go ahead and start with not only this drink review that we have, but especially this pickle review. Now, both of these items tie in together in a very unusual way, which we will get to. We are going to start with this right here. Pearly's Pickles. Now, I will mention, and you guys probably know this, if you've been watching my videos, you know that when I do these reviews, I choose an item that is either brand new or it's something that I myself have never personally tried. And then I try it on camera, and you are getting my honest initial reaction to what I'm tasting, what I think of that particular product. As you can tell from this jar, this is not a brand new jar. This jar has been opened, and yes, I have been eating these pickles. I was not intending to do a review on this brand, on these pickles, but I think maybe these are the best pickles that I have ever had in my entire life, and so I felt it was necessary to kind of do a little bit of a review and tell you about these. Now, you all know how I feel about pickles, how I feel about pickle-flavored snacks. I'm always looking, and it's not just the regular pickle, it's any kind of a pickled item. Pickled vegetables, pickled meats, I love it all. But this particular item, these Pearly's Pickles, they are made right here in St. Louis. Now, when Mrs. Goblin and I arrived here in St. Louis, one of the first things that we did was we checked out a place called Seward's Farm Market. And what that is a large indoor-outdoor farmer's market where a lot of different vendors have all of their stuff for sale. You can kind of browse everything. It's a huge place. You can easily spend well over an hour there just kind of walking around and looking at everything. That is what we did. We ended up spending a lot of money there. And on the way out, we were walking back to our car, and the very last stand that we passed, we weren't planning on buying anything else, we were done for the day, we passed the stand for Pearly's Pickles. They were giving out free samples. Now, I am not one to pass up a free sample, and especially not when it's a free pickle. I tried one of these things, and it changed my life. I tried the garlic flavor, and that is what I have here. Mrs. Goblin prefers the sweeter pickles, the bread and butter and the sweet pickles. I personally don't care for the sweet pickles. I like more of the savory varieties. But these things overall, like I said, probably the best pickles that I have ever had in my entire life, and I have had a lot of pickles. Pearly's Pickles come in a huge variety of flavors. They don't just have your garlic and your sweet flavors. They've got all different combinations. They've got some very unusual flavors as well. They have a little shop, and they are also found in some of the local grocery stores as well as the farmers markets and places like that. If you are in St. Louis, as far as I can tell, they are very isolated to the city itself. If you are in St. Louis, if you can try these, definitely pick these up. If you like pickles, give these a shot. Before we got here, I was doing a little research on St. Louis. I was hearing from some people telling me what to expect, the St. Louis pizza, the slingers, the gooey butter cake, and all of that stuff I will be covering in another Taste of St. Louis video. But nobody ever mentioned Pearlie's Pickles. None of the people I personally spoke to, nothing online ever said anything in any of my research. Nobody ever told me about Pearlie's Pickles, and I think that is a huge injustice because these things are fantastic. I'm going to take one of these out here and try one of these for you and show you a little bit closer. Okay, so there's one of those pickles. That is about representative of the size of the slices that you will get on these. The crunch on these is perfect. The balance between, in this particular case, the garlic, the salt, the dill, the pickleness of the pickle. This is as close to perfection of a pickle as I have ever encountered. And like I said, I've tried a lot of pickles. I had no idea that pickles were going to be one of the things that would really catch my interest here in St. Louis. But Pearlie's Pickles, this is fantastic. And guess what? You are a 4-star seal of approval. Okay, first half of things done. Now we come to the second half. I had a Dr. Pepper. Here it is, right here, bottle of Dr. Pepper. What does this possibly have to do with pickles? Well, if you are a fan of TikTok, if you use TikTok, you may know that one of the hottest trends on TikTok is pickle soda. Now, I know all of you are probably screaming at me, that's nothing new, that's not even yesterday's news, that's like 3 days ago news. Yes, I know, it was a little while back. I am just getting around to actually trying this myself, but I figured I would give this a shot with these pickles. If this is going to taste good anywhere, it's going to be with these pickles. Apparently, the way this started, a woman made a video on TikTok where she mentioned that she would go to Sonic and she would get her soda and she would ask them to put some pickles and some pickle juice in her soda, and that was the way she preferred to drink her soda. I believe it was a Dr. Pepper, although I have since also seen it done with Coke or Pepsi or any kind of a cola. But I believe it's usually done with Dr. Pepper. I have mentioned I'm not a huge soda drinker. I don't drink a lot of soda. But when I do, I love Dr. Pepper. I do like Dr. Pepper. I love pickles, so I figured I would give this a shot. Now, I have got a glass right here with a little bit of crushed ice in it. I'm going to go a little step further than I have seen a lot of people in a lot of places do. A lot of times they will simply add some pickles to their Dr. Pepper. I'm going to pour in a little bit of that pickle juice, give it a really nice pickle flavor there. Then I'm going to take that Dr. Pepper and I'm going to add that Dr. Pepper. And then I have added some pickles in there. We're going to stir all this up. Okay, here we go. Dr. Pepper with pickles, one of the hottest trends on TikTok. And a lot of places, a lot of restaurants, a lot of vendors and things like that are actually offering this as a product now. Let's see what the flavor is like on my homemade creation. Huh. That's interesting. Well, I think I hit probably exactly the 50-50 ratio as far as flavor goes. You saw I only put about that much pickle juice in, put a lot more soda in there. But flavor-wise, I think a lot of it's going to depend on the strength of the pickle juice you're using, the strength of the pickles, and what you're preferring. If you want to keep things sweet, if you want to turn things a little bit saltier, a little bit dillier, this is about an equal 50-50 reaction. I taste the Dr. Pepper, definitely get the full Dr. Pepper, the sweetness, very familiar Dr. Pepper flavor come through. But then at the same time, I also pick up all of those pickle juice notes, the saltiness, the garlic, the dill. It's all there. You know, your taste buds are located in different areas on your tongue, and I'm sure, and you know, you've got your sweet areas, you've got your sour areas, your savory areas as far as your taste buds go, and I'm sure that you're hitting all of those areas with this combination, which really makes for an interesting experience. I don't hate it. I'm not sure that I love it just yet. Let me try a little more. It really is interesting because you get all of those flavors at the same time. You get all of that Dr. Pepper flavor while you're getting the saltiness and the garlic and the dill and everything else from the pickle juice. Okay, am I going to give this some kind of a rating? I think I am. What am I going to give it? That is the question. I guess it very much depends on what I'm in the mood for. If I'm in the mood for a soda, a sweet soda, this wouldn't be something that I would want. If I'm in the mood for something a little bit of a different taste experience, I would probably say that this is good. I wouldn't say it's excellent. I don't know that I would say it's very good. I like it. It's good. We'll go 1-star seal of approval. Okay, there we go. If you are in the mood to try something trending on TikTok, I think it's still trending. I don't know. I know it was a little while ago, but you know, so I'm a little slower getting around to some of these things. At least I eventually tried it. Try that for yourself. Combine some pickle juice, some pickles with your Dr. Pepper and see what you think about that. Most importantly, don't forget Pearly's Pickles right here. If you are in the St. Louis area, if you come across these, definitely pick these up. Pearly, whoever you are, you make a fantastic product. I'm going to keep buying these pickles as long as we're here in St. Louis. So check them out if you can. I will catch you next time.